Well, I'm here with my old friend Fallon, who's a CFDA title championship. Was that the Texas State you won?
Texas State.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Man, he's one of the fastest shooters in the game. He's one of them people that can shoot them sub 35 times, too.
Well, try to.
Well, I know. You're pretty good at it. But anyway, we're here. I'm Quick Cal, by the way, you know, from the TV series. And we're here at the Magnificent Semifinals at the fastest gun alive. This is the biggest tournament in our sport. And we have an amazing group of shooters here from all over this country, even Europe. We have them here from Switzerland, France, and coast to coast. And so they're introducing the top 7 right now.
He was the fastest gun alive champion in 2009. The Nevada State.
They are bringing up Master Gunfighter up onto the range.
Who's that?
Now. Master Gunfighter, actually he's kind of famous. He was on the hit show Impossible Shots on the Outdoor Channel for years. Got quite a following throughout the country and the world for that fact. And he is a champion shooter. He and I grew up as teenagers together. We had our first apartment together. And he won the fastest gun alive in 2009 and probably about 4 other major championships in the sport. And he made the Magnificent 7 again.
Well, this young man here is no stranger to the Mag 7 himself, cross-wired.
He is one of the most consistent shooters on the tour.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Man, I'll tell you, he won his first title championship last year, the Idaho State champion. He's the current champion of Idaho.
Well, and now we got a newbie to the Mag 7.
We do. This guy called me at CFDA headquarters about a month or 2 ago. He said he'd only been shooting for 6 months. He's really been working on the game. And the holster he's wearing, he shoots a long gun. He's the only long gun we got in the finals this year. And the guy shoots incredible times shooting for less than a year. Isn't it amazing?
Yep, it is.
And he got consistent, too. Yeah, Dos Vaqueros, man, he just really took to it quick. So now, Cowboy up. He's no stranger to the Magnificent 7 here at the fastest gun alive. He took 2nd place here, his highest finish. He was in the finals against Oregon Ranger a few years back.
Well, as we already talked about, this guy and his family have sure been busy running around the country in this sport the last couple years. Pretty special when your daughter's in the Mag 7 and you're in the Mag 7. His daughter, Sierra Rose, we just saw her shoot not too long ago up here with the ladies.
Yes, Arizona kid. He won the Four Corners Territorial, the Colorado State, the Great Lakes Territorial, and the Michigan State, and a number of other titles. He was the top seed here last year at Fastest Gun Alive, and ended up 3rd overall. Dead-Eye Kid. Well, that happens to be my son right there.
Speaking of consistent shooters,
he loves to shoot somewhere right in the mid-4s, but he's got a pretty good range. He can dip into the low 4s. He's shot into the high 3s before. And he is the current Nebraska and High Plains Territorial Championship as Dead-Eye Kid.
Well, he's going to be ready for a nap after this weekend.
I think
shooting
so.
in the Mag 7 and being the pretty much the main labor for the event.
He is the assistant match director and is instrumental in setting up this whole tournament, as is my whole family. And here he comes making his entrance, Oregon Ranger, 7-time fastest gun alive world champion. No other man has ever even won it twice.
You think those guys are worried with him being in the 1st seed?
Can you imagine?
Boy, he sure is comfortable in Fallon, isn't he?
He is. He loves Fallon. He won his first fastest gun alive world championship when he was only 14 years old in 2011.
I'll bet Beaver Creek Kid remembers that.
He does. He does. And so, Oregon Ranger comes from a 3-generation fast draw family. It's an incredible story. His grandpa started shooting back in the 1960s. I shot with him many years. And his dad shoots too. His dad, Oregon Cowboy, was a runner-up in the fastest gun alive.
All right, we'll get these boys loaded up, and then the action's going to begin. Like I said, do not blink or you will miss it. These boys are fast. They're quick. They're deadly.
Well, here we go. We get things started out with Master Gunfighter and Crosswired.
Well, Master Gunfighter is fast. And he's usually pretty accurate, but Crosswired is just the one that contests his accuracy right here, isn't
Absolutely.
he? Crosswired is a mid-4 shooter, very consistent. Sometimes can stretch right into the very low 4s.
All right, you said the line's ready. Let's get around that ring. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
Well, like we said, there goes that consistency. Nothing on 1, but we've got a 458 on 2.
It's about as mid-4 as you can get right there.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's a deadly shot. You hit those, and he hits a lot of 5 out of 5s.
Here we
It's
go.
hard for the fast guys to get around that. There's no room for error.
Banging away, mid-4s.
Yes, there is.
No time on 1, but we got a 445 on lane 2.
And the line's ready. Here's the command. Shooters on the line.
Master Gunfighter has to hit 3 in a row to win this match.
Well, there you go. 483 for the win. 3 up, 3 down. That's 3 points for elimination to Crosswired.
Sure is. It sure is, but don't worry about it. Master Gunfighter will get back. He's going to get tuned up over on lane 3 and 4, I feel. But that's it. That's this game, boy.
Here comes Dos Vaqueros. You know, I heard he shoots with a glove.
He does. Kind of a golf
Like
glove.
a golf glove.
Yeah.
Well, Buzzard Cooper told me he might try that out.
Buzzard Cooper, an icon in Cowboy fast draw, is 82 years old. Won his first world. He won this title in 2010 when he was 69. He was here at the finals last year, and I think placed 3rd. Amazing man.
Well, we're loading them up on 1 and 2.
In the wings, wait for our number 4 seed, Cowboy up. He's getting ready.
And so, I don't know if Dos Vaqueros has been shooting long enough to understand how big this moment is.
Probably not.
He said the line's ready.
It's incredible he made it in the Mag 7 in this
Here they go on 1 and 2.
Oh, here we go.
.470 on 1. The consistency continues. Nothing on 2.
Crosswired's dialed in.
I think he's always dialed in.
Yeah, he is consistent.
Or pretty close to it.
If you're going to get around him, you better be hitting.
How about another 470? 472 for Crosswired on 1. Still nothing on 2. 2-0. That one was almost in the light.
He said the line's ready. Here's your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
There it is.
467 on 1. No answer on 2.
You know, our
3
sport,
points.
Our sport is based on something Wyatt Earp once said. Fast is fine, accuracy is final. Speed doesn't always win. You got to hit the target. And hitting the target in this game is so hard. If you're off 1 degree, you miss. And so it's a fast miss does not win. You got to hit the target.
Well, I think Wyatt Earp would think pretty highly of crosswired.
He certainly would. He certainly would. I think Boot Hill was full of fast guys in the Old West.
All right, Cowboy up on 1, Crossfire on 2, Dos Vaqueros on 3, and Master Gunfighter on 4.
Okay, so now we got Cowboy up. Many-time fastest gun alive finalist going up against the consistency of Crosswire. And over on 3 and 4, Dos Vaqueros going up against Master Gunfighter. Listen to the crowd rumble to the bleachers up there. They love this game. They love the spirit involved here. This is Cowboy Fast Draw's biggest stage right here at the fastest gun alive.
All right, back to the action. All right, he's in the lines ready. Here's your command.
All right, here we go.
This ought to be interesting.
Well, a 342 took care of that high 4 on lane 2 for Crosswire. It's 1-0.
Yep.
Nothing for
Gunfighter
Dos
found it.
Vaquero, but Master Gunfighter showed up with a 359 on lane 4.
That's right. That's just the pace shot for him. 359.
Well, there goes Mr. Consistent again.
Yes.
Nothing on 1 but a 483 on 2, so it's 1-1.
That is the biggest challenge of a 3-shooter. They'd rather shoot against another 3-shooter than somebody like a Crosswired or a Dead-Eye Kid. You know that?
Absolutely. And that's why.
Exactly. Exactly.
Nothing on 1, a 470 on 2.
So they're not hitting on 3 and 4. Cowboy up finds him in a 1-2 deficit. And he better hit the next 2 in a row, or Crosswire will win another round.
.513 on 2.
That's another win you can chalk
There
up
you
for
go.
Crosswired. Wow. He's on a roll. So now we still got a gunfight going on 3 and 4. And Dos Vaqueros,
He hasn't hit the plate in this finals.
no, he's feeling that pressure.
Maybe he does realize he's on the biggest stage.
Maybe he just realized it. He didn't yesterday when
No.
he gave me my final X in the match.
Well, good for him.
I know. Well, you know, I just love shooting Cowboy. I just love shooting. Oh, there
Well, he
found
showed up now with a 389.
it. There he found it.
Not a bad time for that long gun.
That makes it 1-1, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay, let's see what happens. Maybe they both found the target.
And the line's ready. Here's your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
They did.
410 on 3, but a 384 on 4. Looks like I'm not sure what's going on. I
The
know
range master.
Whitlock just came up, had a conversation with Windmill.
Okay. He's just been probably warned for shooting behind the holster. That gets one warning.
How about a 373 on 3? Nothing on 4.
All right. It's 2-2, isn't it?
Yep, 2-2.
2-2. Is Master Gunfighter going to pull it out? He has before. No, he didn't.
399 on 3. No answer on 4. Dos Vaqueros takes out the master gunfighter in the finals.
He does. He does. Well, master gunfighter, he's one of the truly greatest fast draw shooters of all time. He truly is. He goes back to the 1960s he started. He and I had an apartment together when we were teenagers. And you know, he almost lost his life to COVID a few years ago. Spent almost 80 days in the hospital, and he's come back from that adversity, and he's still competing at a championship level. You can never count him out.
Absolutely.
So now, who's crosswired got this time, Palshot?
Well, that'd be our 3rd seed out of Arizona, the Arizona Cactus Kid. So we got crosswired on 1, Arizona Cactus Kid on 2, Cowboy Up will be on 3, Dos Vaqueros on 4.
All right. You know, I got to tell you something. This Arizona Cactus Kid, he leans down over the gun, you know, and he got a very concise draw. He works on it. He works on it profusely. He dry fires all the time before every bout. He just really works at his draw. But he's become one of the most consistent shooters. He shoots mid-threes, mainly around 35 level, doesn't he? But, you know, he's so consistent at what he does and precise. He won both the Colorado State and Four Corners Territorial on the same weekend and did the same thing in Michigan this year.
Yep.
Well,
there he goes. 468, not fast enough for that 360 on lane 2. No times 3 or 4.
Yeah, if there's a guy that's got the consistency to take out, you know, that shoots in the mid-threes to take out the consistent shooters, it's Arizona Cactus Kid.
You know, it's funny, Cactus Kid and Cowboy Up there. Cowboy Up tilted his head a little bit. They'd almost be in the same stance. Yeah. 496 for crosswired, 1-1 on 1 and 2.
Cowboy Up stuck up his hand there. He shows a 349.
Oh.
And no time on 3. It could have been a pole hit.
Yep.
We grease the poles here at Fastest Gun Alive so we can see them from the firing line when it happens usually.
.486 on 1. That 369 edged him out on 2.
Okay, so it's 1-2 there on lanes 1 and 2. So Cactus Kid, Arizona Cactus Kid can close the deal right here. And he does.
And he does. 5'10", not fast enough for that 396.
He did Arizona Kid kind of hold back on that shot, trying to go for consistency
I don't know.
a little bit?
Maybe he just missed the light a little bit.
Could have been. Could have been. Okay, back to 3 and 4 over there. What's going on over there, Foul Shot?
Well, we're 0-0.
We are, aren't we? It is hard.
Anybody's
to
game
dial
right
it
now.
in. It is hard to dial it in at this match. Takes extreme concentration.
352 for Cowboy Up. I can see that one from here.
Absolutely.
1-0.
Just about an inch inside of 2 o'clock. We use white lithium grease on the targets. We can score every hit here.
Well, 2 threes, a 362 and a 391. 2-0 in favor of Cowboy Up.
Yeah, when you press Cowboy Up, he can shoot sub 35s.
Well, Dos Vaqueros is bouncing back on 4, 2-1.
The crowd's got their favorites, don't they?
And the line's ready. Here's your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
Well, he shut the door on that one with a 347.
That's that sub 35 I was telling you
Yeah.
about. Sub 350.
So that'll put Dos Vaqueros in 6th place. Still a extremely,
That's a heck of an accomplishment.
extremely good run for such a new shooter.
I'm really impressed with that kid.
We're going to bring out Deadeye Kid, our second seed after that. He's going to have a lane choice between one
Now here comes the big man, Deadeye Kid.
down there on 3 and 4. Crosswire. And Cowboy up. Cowboy up. You're the higher seed.
Yeah, he was probably over there taking down a range.
He
Just had to
could
throw
have
the gun belt on again real quick.
He does stuff like that.
The command to load has been given.
All right, so we got Arizona Cactus Kid on 1 going up against the Deadeye Kid on 2. Crosswired still in it on 3, and Cowboy up just pulling that one off on lane 4.
And so Deadeye Kid is the current Nebraska State and High Plains Territorial Champion. And he was the runner-up at Deadwood, South Dakota in 2022 at the National Championship. And I got to tell you, that was a life moment for me because I was his opponent in the finals. I mean, that was like a dream to shoot with your son in the finals of a national championship.
Right? Absolutely.
It just doesn't get any better than that.
Well, I wonder when we're going back to Deadwood.
Well, you know, someday we'll go back there. We're not sure when.
All right, looks like we're all happy there on the range. He said the line's
We might be going to Tombstone next year. We're working on it right now.
Yeah, 359 starts us out on 1. Edging out that 464 on 2. We got no hit on 3, but a 363 on lane 4.
Just so you folks are aware, that was Crosswire's first miss. He hit 14 in a row.
The announcer, Crosswired has hit 14 shots in a row. That was his first miss in this finals. That's an amazing run, isn't it? My God.
I don't think I've hit 14 shots all year. 374, 2-0 on 1 and 2.
Well, maybe Crosswire's back on a hit streak there on lane
Yep.
3.
1-1 on 3 and 4. All right, he said the line's ready. Here's your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
Arizona
Well,
Cactus
there's a-
Kid's on it.
He shut the door on that one.
He did. 3 up, 3 down.
Crosswired still banging away.
He is. He's got Cowboy up down 2-1 suddenly. Cowboy up better not miss again.
He said the line's ready. Here's your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
There it is.
Well, that'll send Cowboy up home in 5th place.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad. I know he'd want to go further, though, but don't we all?
And the consistency continues to pay off for Crosswired.
Now, this is going to be a heck of a match on 3 and 4. We got Deadeye Kid against Crosswired. Who's the most consistent?
That's going to be a tough one.
They both. They both
Well, that's
got
why they're
more
both
range.
here in the finals.
That's right. They both like to shoot in the mid-4s. They both can move it into the low 4s. It'll be interesting to see what they do.
All right, we bring up Mr. Fastest Gun Alive himself, the Oregon Ranger. He just needs to
year's
figure
final.
out if he's going to get a new shirt or not.
Well, I know. He has special badges made up to keep track of how many he wins. But last year's final, it was it was one of the great finals between him and Tank, a
Yep.
former national champion. And they was trading 31s and 32s. And it was such an exciting finals.
Down to our final four, somewhere up on the line.
Outdoor Channel here was covered it. Was here covering it last year, and they have it. You can look up the episodes on outdoor channels. You can look up at those episodes. You can look up those episodes at Outdoor Channels shootingusa.com. Just look the Magnificent Seven finals. They featured our program last year.
Okay, well, we're down to our final 4 men on the line right now.
One of these is our world champion this year, an Oregon Ranger. I think the odds are in his favor, aren't they?
I would say.
I
Oregon Ranger on 1, Arizona Cactus Kid on 2, Deadeye Kid on 3, Crosswired on 4. Here we go.
They're all champion shooters here.
Well, there goes the consistent bunch down on 3 and 4. But hey, I'll bet Arizona Cactus Kid was happy with that shot.
Hey, he's pushing. You don't see him shoot below 35s often, but he pushed a 34.8 there. He's pushing Ranger.
Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
Oh, man.
Holy smokes.
Ranger finds himself down 0-2, but look at over there. Over, that 355 that Arizona Cactus Kid is, he's holding this, but Crosswired is just edging out Deadeye Kid over there from lane 4.
Well, Oregon Ranger found it. 338 on 1. Edging out the 372 on 2. Deadeye Kid's back in. He's got a 4-4-4, nothing on 4.
So both bouts now are at 1-2.
Yep.
We'll see if they can both make it a 2-2 match.
I think
Wouldn't
that's
that be
only the
cool?
second miss for Crosswired in this finals.
All right, we're all settled in. Here's your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
Well, he's found the target. 339 to a 347.
Both matches are now 2-2. Deadeye Kid nailed that 463 over there on lane 3 to even it up.
All tied up. 2-2 across the board. The next blinking lights will take it.
Watch for the blinking lights, folks.
And he said the line's ready. Here's your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
Well, look at that. I'd say Arizona Cactus Kid gave it his all.
He did.
Just hard to keep up with those 3 threes.
That's the best shot I've ever seen him fire. And he did it under the full pressure of Oregon Ranger at the fastest gun alive. But Oregon Ranger, he's got the catbird seat.
And Crosswire to go home in 4th place.
He did an amazing run right there. 14 shots in a row in the finals, worked his way from the 6th seed all the way up to 4th place. That is some incredible shooting.
We're going to have Arizona Cactus Kid and Deadeye Kid fighting it out. The winner comes back to Oregon Ranger and will have to beat him twice.
You think Oregon Ranger's getting tired of being in that catbird seat?
I don't know. He's come back from it a few times. I mean, not all the championships he's won has been from the catbird seats. He's had to come back from the 1X bracket. About half the times he's won the title. But once he finds that target, man, he is just unbelievable, unbelievably consistent at those speeds around the 1/3 of a second. And when you push him, he starts shooting 30s and 31s. He shot a 29 in the bracket match this morning.
No kidding.
Yes, he did. So anyway, we got Deadeye Kid and
Arizona Cactus Kid.
Cactus Kid over there. Let's see who's gonna. This is the semifinals. The winner gets back in against Oregon Ranger.
So let's get a round down range. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
Cactus Kid
There he goes,
is so
374.
consistent. I mean, we have consistent shooters in the 4s, but this guy is probably the most consistent shooter in the 3s I've seen.
He said the line's ready. Here's your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
Well, 432 on 4 for Deadeye Kid. That'll tie us up 1-1.
Got to win 3 shots, so the next person to win 2 wins it.
He said the line's ready. Here's your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
350, his sweet spot right there.
It is.
Nothing on 4, so we're 2-1.
One more blinking light for Arizona Cactus Kid. One more blinking light for Arizona Cactus Kid, and he gets to take on Oregon Ranger for the championship. Deadeye Kid ties it up.
Hey, 2-2.
It is. I love 2-2s. Holding the concentration through the adrenaline, man. It's an art form. They both hit.
Well, 2 good hits. That 368 pulls it off, though. 3rd place for Deadeye Kid.
That's his highest finish ever. He's been in about 5 Magnificent 7s at the fastest gun alive, and
Wow.
that's his highest placing ever. That's his highest
3rd
placing
place,
ever.
that's fantastic.
He's still stoked up. So now here it is. We're down to it right here. Just these 2 foul shots. These guys, they both shoot. Oregon Ranger's a couple of hundredths faster pace. He shoots about a 33 pace.
Yep.
Arizona Cactus Kid is kind of Mr. 350.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, you kind of shoot 35s a lot. That's kind of your shot. But I tell you, can he push Oregon Ranger? He fired a couple of 34s so far. That might do it.
Down to our top 2 men. So when do we start putting a handicap on Oregon Ranger? When he wins 10 of them? Or?
Nah, there's no handicap in Cowboy Fast Draw. Someday old age may get him like it got me.
Maybe we'll give him a bunt line next year.
Yeah, maybe just tell him he's got to shoot the long gun.
All right, he said the line's ready. Good luck, boys. Here's your command.
He was talking about doing that a couple of years ago.
Shooters. Set.
Well, when he's on a 330 to a 352. Just what we said.
Exactly. Exactly what we said. We must know what we're talking about.
He said the line's ready. Here's your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
Look at that.
324. Nothing on 4. 2-0.
He's just like a machine, isn't he? He doesn't all get crouched up or anything. He just nice controlled shot. I think Arizona Cactus Kid knows he's got to push right to his limit, maybe beyond.
You bet.
All right, he said the line's ready. Here's your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set.
Well, there it is. 326 to a 360. Oregon Ranger has just won his 8th fastest gun alive world championship. I wonder if he gets Diocho put on his shirt now.
Yeah, of course. They got to make him the new shirt with the patch that says 8-time and everything. No, it's, you know, it's an incredible achievement.
Number 8.
And look at the fans line up to greet him. And he is such a humble sort of guy, isn't he?
Yep, well-rounded young man.
He is. He just started his own business up in the Portland area.
Well, just like that, number 8 for Oregon Ranger.
Well, I'll tell you,
He's still got some years left in him.
he's only 26. 26 years old. This has been a great championship. I'm glad to have you part of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that about wraps up one of the best, fastest gun alives ever.
Yep. On to the next one.